Hi everyone and welcome to this brand new video. Today we will be taking a look at Duly Noted and Backstab. So let's get started with Duly Noted first. So guys, for this effect, I will need a pack of playing cards and a prediction. My prediction is already made and it is stuck on the card case. The best thing, you will be able to see it right before the trick starts. It is going to be the 2 of hearts, right? Now this should influence your choice, even though you will not see which card you will be picking. Okay, I'm just going to shuffle these and I will just need you to call out stop whenever you feel like it. Stop here, are we sure? Great. Now, imagine this. From these 52 cards, I believe even 54 cards as the jokers are inside it. Would you be impressed if you really picked the 2 of hearts? You'd be? Watch this. I'm not switching up anything. That's the card you picked. Oh. It's the 7 of diamonds. Now, clearly it was your fault. I tried to influence your choice, but you didn't pick the 2 of hearts, did you? So as always, I have to fix it. Just give these prediction a little weight. And that should rearrange the position of the ink so it now says the 7 of diamonds, exactly matching your selection. So guys, that was a quick performance of Duly Noted. It comes in this little packaging. Inside you have the gimmick and of course the link to the instructions. Now the instructions are done by Mark Mason, so if you are familiar with his work, you will know the quality. It is very well shot. You will learn everything you need to know to be able to perform Duly Noted, so nothing to complain about the instructional part. One thing, however, that I think was missing and is missing in the whole project is a section on how you can repair your gimmick. Even though it will last a long time, after some usage, one specific part of the gimmick is very likely to break. And there are like no components added to the product for you to fix it. And of course, no instructions on how you can fix the whole thing. So in an indirect way, they are giving you the message, if something goes wrong, if something breaks, you have to buy a new one, which I am not a big fan of. The gimmicks you are provided with this are pretty much pre-made. You just have to do the final touches, for example, making your wrong prediction on it and also like building it together, which is like a matter of a few seconds, very simple to do. Once your gimmick has been done, you are almost ready to go. Along with the gimmick, you are getting some post-it notes, which are like pretty standard yellow post-it notes. I happen to have a few here at home, so really not very difficult to find these. And also you are getting supplied with a few post-it notes that match your gimmick. One little thing that you have to make with your post-it notes is, besides the final reveal of that playing card or symbol, whatever it is, you have to make a black framing on the edge of the post-it note, which is necessary for you to accomplish this effect. So keep that in mind. The quality of the gimmick is awesome. Really, it works right out of the box. Once you know how it's done, you can really fool yourself performing it over and over again in front of the mirror. I really like the method behind this. It is really invisible and also very simple to do without really any fears of flashing something or doing something wrong. Really, I have nothing to complain about the gimmicks nor about the method behind it. It's really clever. The reset time with this one is pretty much instant. If you have like already made a few post-it notes with your predictions on them, it is really a matter of sticking it on the card case and you're ready to go to perform it a second time to different spectators. One thing I have to add, however, is the prediction, the wrong prediction, so to say, that you show at the beginning is going to be the same every single time. However, the final reveal of that right playing card or whatever you're revealing can be different every time as you are preparing that before the trick even starts. A great thing about this is that the post-it note can really be signed by the spectator right where you have the your card text written on it. It can really be signed. It's a great convincer that it is the same post-it note, so very clever with that. So all in all, I really love Duly Noted. In my opinion, the only missing part is the fixing of the gimmick, but other than that, a very ingenious method and gimmick. But now, let's get started with Backstab. So guys, here is now the review of Backstab. I didn't perform it as I don't have like that sort of knife at home lying around. I did try it, however, with a kitchen knife, with a small kitchen knife. It did work, however, I do not recommend it as the blades are very thin and it is very likely to go wrong. However, it works. Inside your little packaging, there is of course again the link to the instructions, and you get your pre-made gimmicks. Along with the pre-made gimmicks, you are being supplied with some additional things for you to make another set of gimmicks, or just in case something gets lost that you can repair your gimmick. The instructions are pretty long, very detailed, so you really learn everything you need to know to be able to perform Backstab. You learn the trick, you learn how to customize your gimmick, how to make a new one. So a lot of material covered in instructions, nothing to complain. It is Murphy's Magic quality, so that speaks for itself. Just in case you don't know what the trick is, you have a card selected. It gets lost inside the center of the pack and of course shuffled. After that, you predict the exact position of the card. Then you take out a knife out of your pocket and either you or the spectator stabs the knife on the deck and cuts exactly the amount of cards that you have predicted before. And also, you cut the deck exactly where their card is. That's pretty much the fact. It is a pretty well-known plot in card magic and it relies on a pretty old principle. However, it is approached in a way so that you can handle the cards a little more freely and really show the cards one by one, which is like a big add-on to the classic plot. The gimmicks inside are pre-made, so after watching the instructions, you're ready to go. Now, one thing that I'm pretty sure some of you are worried about is the amount of cards that you can stab with the knife. Now, I'd say that up to 15 cards is working pretty well. You don't like to really have like more than half of the pack being stuck on the knife. That wouldn't work anyways. So 15 cards is in my opinion a good amount. Of course, you can customize that number up to your preference. You can make 13 cards, 14 cards, maybe 17 cards, but really don't make it a very big stack so that it falls out of the knife. Of course, the more you use this effect, the more holes you will have in the cards that you stab. And the cards you stab are very likely to be the same cards, as you don't want to ruin a whole pack every performance. So when you count the cards at the end, you want to go through them a little quickly. It is also mentioned in the instructions how to do it, so they don't see those multiple holes punched into the cards with that knife. So just in case that was something you were worried about. Also worth mentioning, the cards that you cut off from the pack are going to be the same every performance, meaning after like 10 to 15 performances you have to change these cards, as because of that force of the knife going through the cards, they will reshape and not fit the remaining cards. So you have to change these cards after some usage. Now, if the gimmicks are in play during your effect, you can do some different effects with it. However, you can't really handle the cards as freely as a normal pack of playing cards. And this is going to be the case even after you remove the gimmick from the deck, as you will also have to remove the cards that have been stabbed because they have like a hole in it. So if you use it, you should probably have a second deck with you for doing other effects. So keep that in mind. So guys, that was my review for Backstab. It is a very nice approach to the stabbing the deck effect. If you like it, you can of course check it out at mystiquefactory.com along with Duly Noted. They are both available on their site. You can use the coupon code that you're seeing on the screen right now to get a 5% off. Feel free to subscribe to their newsletter and guarantee yourself a free download. Because Mystique Factory has headquarters in Europe and in the US, you will guarantee yourself the quickest delivery time. And one more thing worth mentioning, two very long-awaited products, one of them being the close-up cardiographic and paper cuts, are available on their site right now. Check them out if you want to. But that was the video. I hope to see you next time.